Hey everyone, and welcome to A Galaxy Divided. This is a new Star Wars channel, like we don't have enough of those already. And I'm going to upload awesome Star Wars related content as much as I possibly can. So this is my first proper video and I hope you enjoy it. So this video is my theory that Luke Skywalker is not the Last Jedi and what has led me to believe this. I will start off using what we know for certain, then move on to more speculation based arguments. So very first up, I'm going to talk about Disney and the art of misdirection. Before the release of episode 7, there were numerous posters and promotional materials, and all of them with Finn had him holding Luke's blue lightsaber. As well as this, there was an interview released in which John Boyega spoke about J.J. Abrams describing him as the new face of Star Wars. So Finn was pushed very strongly into the limelight, and everyone was really hyped up for him to take up Luke's mantle and take up Luke's lightsaber and be the hero that saves the day. And whilst Finn had a big role to play, all of this promotion was misdirection by Disney to hide the true hero, which was Rey. And from Disney's perspective, this made sense. They're extremely conscious about leaks, reveals, and plot spoilers before films are released, so they will do whatever they can to keep things secret, including misdirection. So perhaps they could be trying this again with The Last Jedi. So Bob Iger tweeted after watching the film, he said, "A great next chapter in the iconic Skywalker family saga." The episode 7 title crawl actually described Luke as the Last Jedi, and Rian Johnson has also said on numerous occasions that Luke is going to be the focus of episode 8. So it sounds a lot like they're pushing forward this whole Luke thing. So whilst Luke is going to be a big part in episode 8, I feel there is a certain degree of media misdirection to hide something much more exciting. Now the next bits of information I believe are the strongest evidence that Luke is not the Last Jedi, or at least not the only Last Jedi. I believe that he's one of a group, or that the Last Jedi are a different group entirely. So we have had confirmation now on numerous websites and articles that the Last Jedi is plural, and this was worked out by looking at foreign language translations of the title, which were all plural. Now, this means that the Last Jedi is more than one person, and while the obvious answer is that it's Luke and Rey, I thoroughly believe that Rey is not a Jedi in episode 8. Now, bear with me. Rey has exceptional aptitude with the Force, and she can use a lightsaber pretty well. But when she meets Luke, it's just days after she's learned she has these powers, and she's had no formal training. Now, we know that episode 8 takes place immediately after episode 7 finishes, so there is no way Rey can achieve the rank of Jedi before episode 8 or during episode 8. To become a Jedi, one must undergo years and years of training to become a Padawan and then pass the trials to become a Jedi Knight. The quickest canon progression to becoming a Jedi is that of Luke, and even that took around 4 years if we include the events from the start of A New Hope to Empire Strikes Back. So if Rey is not a Jedi, and the Last Jedi is plural, even if Luke is one of the Last Jedi, there must be someone else. There must be someone or something else who's the Last Jedi or part of the Last Jedi. Now, the final bits of information I want to talk about are from an alleged leak of the teaser trailer by someone who got to see it early. Now, this information has came from Star Wars HQ, who are extremely reputable among the Star Wars community on YouTube, and their leak is someone who's given them very accurate information before. So you can take it with a pinch of salt, but some of this may come true, or in fact, all of it. Now, I want to focus on 3 key scenes from the potential teaser. So in the first scene, an automatic door opens and Poe runs in and says, "They're almost here." Now, this is pretty up in the air, and Poe could be referring to anyone, could be talking about the First Order or the Resistance. However, later on in the teaser, there's a scene where Finn runs into a Resistance meeting involving Leia and says, "They're back. They've come back." Leia doesn't really react, and then Finn says, "You knew," and Leia says, "I felt it." Now, this is intriguing. Finn doesn't say, "They're here," he says, "They've come back." Now, the obvious answer is he's talking about Luke and Rey. However, Luke went into exile and the Resistance has gone out to search for Luke, so they've been proactive. They haven't waited for Luke to come back. They've gone to find him. So if Finn was talking about Luke, he would say they've found him or they found them. It would be really poor wording if he said they've come back when he was talking about Luke. Leia also doesn't react to Finn in this scene. Now, if she just heard that her brother, her twin brother, who she hasn't seen in years, just after the death of Han Solo, if she's just learned that her twin brother is coming back, you think she'd react a little bit. There'd be a little bit of reaction there, but she doesn't react. From all this information, I thoroughly believe that Finn is talking about another group that went away, the Jedi. The final scene in this alleged teaser trailer is by far the most exciting, and if true, could turn the whole movie on its head. In this scene, stormtroopers are fleeing an alley and run into Captain Phasma. The first stormtrooper running away says, "It's the Jedi," and then they run away. Phasma remains, a blue lightsaber ignites, but we don't see who it is. And then we hear Luke say, "Everything will die with us." Now, how amazing does this scene sound? This changes everything. We can assume the stormtrooper is referring to multiple Jedi, and this is confirmed by the foreign titles already, and we know from episode 7 that First Order stormtroopers wouldn't just run from one guy with a lightsaber. A blue lightsaber ignites, and this is very exciting because it is thoroughly believed that Luke is going to have his green lightsaber in episode 8. He's never lost it, we've never seen him lose it. He could have lost it between the events of episode 6 and episode 7, but the likelihood is that he is going to have his green lightsaber and Rey will have his old blue lightsaber. So, a blue lightsaber igniting on Captain Phasma's helmet, well, who could it be? Now, it could be Rey or it could be someone else entirely, but the final line, "Everything will die with us," is the absolute killer. I mean, I thoroughly believe that Luke isn't talking about just him and Rey. I think he's talking about the Jedi. I think he's talking about the last Jedi, a group of people who are the last remaining Jedi in the galaxy and who have came back to fight for what they believe in and to rid the galaxy of the First Order. I thoroughly believe there will be a return of the Jedi in episode 8, pardon the pun, and this would make for an absolutely amazing movie. And for Luke, seeing that he's not the only Jedi left and seeing that not all the Jedi perished, that would give him so much motivation in this film and would create a fantastic story. He would see that he hasn't failed, he would see that there is Jedi still alive and that he can save the galaxy once again, and that would give him so much motivation, such a great story for episode 8. Now, these are just my theories, and some of it's based on speculation and some of it's based on fact and what we've seen in the past, so let me know what you think in the comments, and if you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching, Star Wars fans, and I will see you all in the next one.